Hey guys, how we doing? Look at this beautiful scenery behind me. Amazing. I'm back home in Australia. I have been in Jeddah for a couple of years, then Kuwait for 4.5 years, and that journey has now come to an end. I'm living back in Australia. So look at this amazing scenery, green trees, beautiful. Anyway, this is my first sort of tutorial video since being home. Today I want to talk to you about getting your head off the center line. You'll hear this a lot in combat. Get your head off line, head off line. You may not know what that means. Now, it's always important, but it becomes particularly important when someone outreaches you. I saw a recent fight in the UFC between Cody Garbrandt and Rob Font. Cody's a good boxer, but he kept getting caught with a jab, I believe, because his head wasn't getting off center line. He would jab and be behind his jab, which is fine, but when you're outreached by someone and they throw a jab, so there's two fighters, they both jab at the same time, neither gets their head off center line. Generally, the taller with the fighter with the longer reach is going to connect slightly before the person with a shorter reach. So, getting your head off center line is particularly important when you're outreached by your opponent, but it should always be done. So what I mean by that is if I'm throwing my jab, instead of being here, straight behind my hand, I just get my head slightly off center line. So if again, someone jabs as well, I don't have someone here to demonstrate, we need to visualize for this. Someone jabs at the same time, my head's here, his jab goes here, I connect with him, even if he outreaches me, just by doing that little lean out the side. But when you do this, when you get your head off center line, it's vitally important that this hand stays up, particularly with Muay Thai and kickboxing, because off a jab, generally a kick will come as well. So if someone throws a jab and they switch kick off that, or kick right leg, you could go into a kick. So obviously when you throw your jab, this hand's got to be in the right position. But this is important that you practice. You can do it in shadow boxing, do it on the mitts with your trainer, do it with training partners, go jab for jab and just practice getting head off center line. So you're not running into a punch as you come in, you just slip that head out the side, just moving around, just practice jab up from there. You can even drop levels, yeah? You can move it either way. You can step outside, bang, up the jab, but just by moving that head as you throw the jab, getting your head slightly offline, so you're not predictable when you do this. So practice on, guys, getting your head off the center line.